What's going on, everybody out there? This is Popular Stranger, and we are back at you again today with another Madden 25 Ultimate Team video. In today's video, we're going to be going over the best free 96 overall Season 6 players to upgrade first. We're going to go through all 5 of them and talk about the best abilities and everything else that you need to know about these cards. So let's go ahead and jump right on into it. Now, earlier today, we put out a video covering the entire Season 6 Field Pass and everything that you need to know. Definitely encourage you to go back and watch that video. If you missed it, we're going to recap a couple things from that video that are important for this video is in regards to upgrading those players. So you should have received a welcome pack. Within that welcome pack, you're going to get 2 different things. Number 1, a 91 overall upgrade token that you can use on the very first player that you decide to upgrade. You're also going to get this 90 overall fantasy pack in which you're going to be able to pick one of the 5 featured players. And in this video, we're going to talk about the best players to upgrade. Now, the good thing is early on, you can actually get 2 of these players out of the 5 that are allotted here. So that's why we're going to go over all 5 of them, and you can use the information that we talk about within this video to make your decision on who you're going to upgrade first. So all 5 of these players are going to start at a 90 OVR, and eventually they'll all be able to go up to a 98 OVR, but right now we are capped at 96, but that's not necessarily a bad thing because all 5 of these players also get all 32 team chems, which means you can boost up their speed and other attributes to make them a lot better than the 96s that they are capped at. So that's the information that we're going to use to make our decisions on the best players to upgrade. Throughout the Season 6 Field Pass, you're going to earn upgrade tokens for these players and Season 6 tickets. Now, if you had any tickets left over from Season 5, they've already converted over to Season 6 at a 1-to-1 ratio. And if you did carry over a good amount, like anywhere between about 6,000 to 8,000, you're going to be able to set yourself up to get 2 of these players to a 96 overall for free. Now, the good news is very early on at level 6 specifically, you're going to get a second 90 overall B&D fantasy pack. This pack at level 6, and you don't need the premium field pass for this, and it's certainly achievable as early as right now. This pack is going to contain all 5 of those choices again. So basically, once you get to level 5 or level 6, you're going to have 2 of those 5 players at a 90 OVR. One of them you're going to be able to upgrade to a 91 overall instantly because that welcome pack comes with a 91 overall upgrade token. The additional upgrade tokens, you can obviously continue to go through the field pass. And for example, at level 10, you get another 91 overall upgrade token. But we're going to just start from the standpoint of you getting to level 6. The rest of the upgrade tokens you are going to have to purchase with season tickets. So if you head over to the store and go to the season ticket tab all the way to the far right, this is where you'll use those tickets to upgrade or to purchase the upgrade tokens. And I did the math for you guys. So if you factor in the very first welcome player that you select, again, you don't need the 91 overall upgrade token, it's going to cost you a total of 3,765 season tickets to buy the 92, 93, 94, and 96, or sorry, 92, 93, 94, 95, and 96 overall upgrade tokens. Now, when you get to level 6, you're going to get another base level player at a 90 OVR, and to take that second player from a 90 to a 96, this time around, you're going to have to purchase the 91 overall upgrade token. So to go from a 90 to a 96 is going to cost you another 3,870 season tickets. If you add both of those numbers up, meaning that everything that you're going to need to go out and buy to upgrade 2 of those players, you're looking at a grand total of 7,635 season tickets. Again, you can see I have 22,000 here. I think on my no money spent account, I have somewhere between like 13 and 15,000. So I'm going to be able to do that on both of my accounts, and you can do it as well as long as you have that amount of season tickets. So the best thing about these 5 Season 6 players is they get all 32 NFL team chems, which means if you put them on a 2020 or 40-40 theme team, you're going to make them look a lot better even at the 96 OVR level. Also, you don't need to upgrade them past a 91 to be able to get those team chemistries added. So even if you don't have the proper amount of season tickets to upgrade them today, you can still start working on your theme team very early on, because once you get them to a 91 OVR, and you're going to be able to do that instantly with the first player you select, you're going to have to spend a very small amount of season tickets to get it for the second player. If you look in the upper right here, that's going to unlock the ability slot 1, the X Factor slots, but most importantly, the team chemistry buckets. And again, you get to pick any theme team card or any theme team option that you want. Now, also, these cards have 2 discounted ability buckets with some really good options. We'll take a look at Luke Kuechly, for example, Secure Tackler for 0, Pick Artist for 0, Defensive Rally for 0, and Mid-Zone KO for 1 AP. You're going to get these discounted abilities, same, AP cost, same abilities in 2 different buckets. Now, the kicker here is that today you can access one of the 2. You have to wait until they can go up to a 97 overall to access the second discounted bucket, but that's okay because one of those is good enough for right now. To access that first discounted bucket, you have to get the player up to a 95 OVR. So again, if you're a few season tickets short of getting them to a 96 right now, then your goal would be at least to get them to a 95 so you can get the 32 team chems and get access to the 1 discounted bucket. But getting them up to a 96 OVR, we're going to be able to use MUT.GG to show you all of their attributes at that OVR, and then we'll also talk about the best abilities for each player. So we're going to start off with Emmitt Smith, and just for the record, I think all 5 of these cards are actually really good, but I did put them in order from worst to best as far as when you should upgrade them or not, and I promise I'm not being a Cowboys hater here on Emmitt Smith. I just feel like with this card, it's not 100% necessary because hopefully the majority of you watching this video have the free MCS Darrington Evans, who already has 97 speed, is much faster at this position without needing any theme team boosts. Now, just real quick, using .mut.gg, and we're going to do this with every single player, if you go to the upgrade tab on this player's screen, you can select what they will look like at every single OVR. So if we want to see what he looks like at a 93, because that's all you can afford to do right now is get him to a 93, you can see 92 speed, 90 acceleration, 91 agility, and so forth. And we can see what these cards look like all the way at a 98 OVR as well. So this is the maxed out Emmitt Smith. Now with this card specifically, he actually had another card come out recently from the Super Bowl promo. Very expensive card, but you can actually put that card into the upgrade path of this Season 6 Emmitt Smith and put him up to a 99 OVR. That's for a later video or further discussion here. We're focusing on what they look like at a 96. So again, my reasoning for ranking Emmitt Smith last is because he's at 95 speed, and again, with any theme teams on here, 2020 theme team, you're bumping him up to 96 speed, 40-40 theme team, you're bumping him up to 97, but like I said, a lot of you probably have that Darrington Evans. If not, the MCS bowl game or Madden bowl game is supposed to be sometime very soon. EA is supposed to give us details on it, so if you never got that Darrington Evans, hopefully you'll have your opportunity to do so very soon. As far as this card goes, if you are going to go ahead and select him, maybe you just need a running back that badly, he really has 2 good options for abilities. If you like to play on conservative so you don't fumble often, then you're going to want to go with Human Joystick, which will be a 0 AP ability. If you don't play on conservative, you like to use ball carrier moves, he's going to get Jukebox for 0 AP. That would be my recommendation. Next card up is going to be Will Shields, and from a normal standpoint or a normal field pass, I would pretty much always, and we can go back to Season 5 for an example with Joe Tooney, I would recommend picking the offensive lineman because, again, my motto is that these are positions, and this one specifically at right guard is a card that, you need to upgrade that position and have good players there, but you're just usually reluctant to do it because who wants to spend thousands and hundreds of thousands of coins on a right guard? You want to spend those coins on a cornerback, a quarterback, a wide receiver, a halfback, etc. But the remaining 3 cards are so good, that's why I'm ranking this one at 4th now. With all that being said, he will probably still be one of my top 2 picks on my no money spent account, and at a 96 OVR, honestly, the attributes are cool. I'm not even really paying that much attention to them. The 4 things I really focus on an offensive lineman: awareness, which will be 94 at a 96 overall, strength 93, run block 96, and pass block at a 95. That is all good enough to me to put on the field, and he's going to get identifier for 0 AP, which is an ability I think all of you should be playing with, and with this card, getting it for 0 AP is huge. Now, if you already have another player, another offensive lineman that's giving you that ability for 0 AP, you can go ahead and put Nasty Streak on this card if you like to run more than you pass, and put All Day on this card if you pass more than you run. All in all, a really good card. I just think the skill positions that are available are much better. I would also have no problem flip-flopping Luke Kuechly and Will Shields from 3 to 4 and 4 to 3. The only problem problem with the Luke card is the ability. So right now at a 96 OVR, you can get him to 94 speed. That's pretty standard for middle linebackers, either 94 or 95 speed. Obviously, again, on a theme team, you can get this one up to 95 or 96 speed. If you happen to rock an Eagles theme team and you have Super Bowl MVP Jalen Hurts, that card on a 40-40 Eagles theme team would then give you +3 speed. So potentially you could get this card up to 97 speed, 93 acceleration, 93 change of direction, 90 agility. Agility is a little bit low because this card would be a user, but it's still very good. The block shed is solid, hit power solid, tackle is great, and at the 96 level, he does only have an 86 zone, so that is something to be a little bit aware of if you're going to put him in coverage and let the AI control him a lot, but I would assume that a lot of you are going to user this card if you decide to upgrade him. Again, my only knock is that you do have to spend 1 AP on lurk artists for this card, and that's just because middle linebackers and linebackers and coverage in general just don't animate the same way a defensive back does. Lurk artist is a fantastic ability, but you have to spend 1 AP on it. They did not put it in any of the discounted buckets. Now on the flip side, he does get mid-zone KO for 1 AP as well, and that is in one of the discounted buckets, and it's one of the best abilities you can have on defense, especially your middle linebacker. So if you do upgrade this card to a 96 OVR, very good, should be fast enough. He's 6'3", tall enough. Again, the only knock is the zone coverage and the fact that you would have to spend 2 AP on the combination of mid-zone, KO, and lurk artists. But at the same side, you got 16 AP on defense now. You should be able to find room for this. When I was live streaming earlier this morning, waiting for Season 6 to go live, and shout outs to every one of you that came through and hung out this morning, I asked, what is the player that you're going to upgrade first? And I was actually surprised that the majority of the results were Devin Hester. I just didn't think so. But, you know, he's fast at the end of the day, and people love speed. I'm not going to knock you if you want this card. In fact, I'm ranking him number 2 on the list here, and that's mainly because he's got 96 speed at the 96 OVR. Now, once you're able to get him up to a 98 overall and even a 97, you can see the speed is going to go along with the OVR upgrade, and I think as far as getting these cards up to a 97 OVR, we're probably like 2 to 3 weeks away from that, so it is going to be happening pretty soon. But you take a look at the 98 OVR, again, speed is going to match the OVR. Eventually, this card will be 98 speed, and with any theme team possible, it's going to be very easy to get this card up to 99 speed, even at the 97 OVR. But 96, you can get him to 97 speed on a 2020 theme team, 98 on a 40-40, and again, an Eagles theme team with MVP Jalen Hurts, you can get this card to 99 speed today if you want. He is on the shorter side, but I don't think that's really a big deal. I mean, the Xavier Worthy playoff card has been one of my favorite wide receivers that I've used all year, and that's mainly because of the speed. This Devin Hester at a 96 OVR is still going to give you 93 catching, 91 mid-route running, 95 deep route running, and 93 short. So everything that you need from a wide receiver is here, and he's going to be really, really fast. As far as his abilities go, if you want to go deep out elite, it is 1 AP. It's a pretty good ability on deep threat wide receivers. Typically, I like to use it on taller receivers, but I wouldn't knock you or wouldn't, say don't use this ability. If you got the AP free, you can give it a try. That is in one of the discounted buckets. If you don't have the AP available, again, similar to Emmitt Smith here, if you plan conservative because you're fearful of fumbling, I've been that way for a very long time, you're going to want to go with human joystick. It's a 0 AP ability. It allows you to kind of cut and maneuver without using ball carrier moves to make people miss. If you don't play on conservative and you do like to use ball carrier moves just like Emmitt Smith, this Devin Hester will get jukebox for 0 AP. That brings us to the number 1 choice, in my opinion, to upgrade first, and it's going to be free safety Paul Krause. 6'3" free safety, and he's going to have 95 speed at the 96 OVR level. When we can get him up to a 97, that's going to jump up to 96 speed, and when we can max this card out, he's going to go up to 97 speed, making him fairly easy to get to 98 or 99 speed. But even right now, you can get him to 96 or 97 speed. That's going to be on par with the majority of the free safeties that we have currently in the game. So with the free safety market, you got a card like Ronnie Lott LTD from the Super Bowl promo. That's 1.8 million coins sitting there with 96 speed, but he doesn't get all 32 team chems. And then you have this free Paul Krause, again, 6'3", 95 speed, can easily get him up to 96 speed on a 2020, 97 on a 40-40, and 98 on a Eagles with Jalen Hurts. So you got some really good stuff there, and the big price difference, Devin McCourty, I think has 97 speed. That card is like 3 million coins. The only card that I think is extremely comparable and way down in price right now is Rocket Ronnie Hillman. So if you don't want to upgrade this Paul Krause just yet, because you're going other routes with Hester and Emmitt Smith and Luke Kuechly and Will Shields, that card's down to like 230k, 96 speed, and he gets deep out zone KO, or I'm sorry, deep zone KO, which is deep out and deep in together for 1 AP plus pick artist for 0. Again, one of my favorite cards in the entire game. But we're not here to talk about that one. I just wanted to throw that out there for you guys to know. This Paul Krause, again, really good height, good speed on a theme team, and look at that zone coverage at a 96 OVR. He's got 97 zone. That's extremely good. The man coverage a little bit low there. There is a legendary strategy item from the Season 5 Field Pass that hopefully most of you got. That would bump this man coverage up to 89. Maybe you have another man coverage bump up there in the hybrid slot. So it's not extremely difficult to get his coverage, his man coverage specifically, into the 90s. And this is just a ball hawking free safety at the end of the day. If you want to play him at sub linebacker, you actually can, because he's tall enough and he's fast enough. As far as his abilities go, when he's fully maxed up to that 98, you get access to the 2 discounted buckets. That's going to make him that much better. For now, I would personally recommend using that discounted ability bucket for the pick artist for 0 AP. If you kind of prefer having knockouts over pick artists, you have your choice of either mid-zone KO for 1 AP or deep in-zone KO for 0 AP, and I can't stress it enough, with the Ronnie Rocket Hillman, you get deep out and deep in for 1, whereas for now, this Paul Krause is just limited to the deep in-zone KO, but you have your choice of 3 really good abilities on this card, and that's the main reason, along with everything else, that I really love this one and think it's the best card to upgrade first. So there you have it. You let me know down below in the comment section, which 2 players are you going to upgrade first from the Season 6 Field Pass. Hopefully after watching this video, it helped out and the information I gave you helps you make a decision. Thank you for watching it. My name is Popular Stranger. I'm out. Peace.